Alright, let's dive into episode 14 of ABO Desire the series. Since this is part 2 of the trailer review, I'll be focusing specifically on the growing, complicated romance between Sheng Xiaoyu and Hua Yong. Episode 14 will take us deeper into the tangled and unpredictable bond between Sheng Xiaoyu and Hua Yong, and honestly, this episode feels like the writers were deliberately pushing both characters into a corner, forcing their emotions to come out in the rawest way possible. The entire scene opens with tension the moment Kai Hong leaves, and the dynamic immediately shifts. Hua Yong, who usually hides behind this mask of indifference, suddenly drops the act and turns his full attention toward Sheng Xiaoyu. What's striking here is how quick the change is, almost like he's been waiting for the chance to let his guard down, but only when no one else is around. That alone tells us everything about the level of trust he has in Sheng, even if he won't admit it outright. The way Hua Yong offers dim sum, Chinese or Western, might sound trivial at first, but it's so much more than food. It's his way of easing the tension, of redirecting the conversation, because Hua Yong has always been someone who avoids hard truths when he feels cornered. Yet, Sheng Xiaoyu isn't letting him escape this time, and that's where the chemistry between them really starts to boil. Sheng notices the patch on Hua Yong's arm, and instead of being polite about it, he directly confronts him. That grab on the wrist, the demand for honesty, it's not just about the patch, it's about their whole relationship. Sheng is tired of half-truths, and his anger comes from a place of deep care. He doesn't want Hua Yong to suffer in silence or hide dangerous secrets. This moment really sets the tone for their romance. It's not soft and easy, it's fiery, demanding, and built on the idea that love means refusing to let the other person run away. Hua Yong's reaction here is fascinating. Instead of pulling away completely, he stays in Sheng's grip and even acts a little spoiled, saying Sheng is hurting him. This is the first glimpse of vulnerability we get. Hua Yong is someone who often weaponizes charm and mischief, but in this moment, he shows he doesn't mind being held tightly, almost like he craves the restraint because it proves Sheng cares enough to fight for him. That spoiled tone is more than just an act, it's Hua Yong testing if Sheng will soften, and he does. Sheng loosens his grip but doubles down with his words, reminding Hua Yong of his promise not to lie anymore. Then comes Hua Yong's half-explanation about Dr. Kai, his supposed older brother. Now, the clever writing here is all about layering. On the surface, he gives Sheng what sounds like a clear answer, that Dr. Kai is his half-brother who raised him after his mother's death. But the delivery, the gentle lean into Sheng's arms, the complaint that Kai is mean to him, shows that Hua Yong isn't telling the full truth. He's redirecting, slipping back into that pattern of evasion while playing the role of the fragile omega who wants to be comforted. Sheng catches onto it right away. His dissatisfaction is clear because he knows Hua Yong's evasiveness is a shield. And this is what makes their romance so gripping. It isn't just about affection. It's about power, control, trust, and whether they can actually be vulnerable with each other. Sheng, being a man who thrives on honesty and directness, cannot stand Hua Yong's evasions. Yet, the irony is that these very evasions are what make Hua Yong so magnetic to him. Every half-answer forces Sheng to dig deeper, to stay engaged, to keep pushing until he gets to the heart of the matter. And the writers know exactly how to exploit that tension. The most telling moment of this episode, though, comes when Sheng leans in and notices Hua Yong's scent. The change in pheromones, from a crisp orchid to a softer floral, signals something deeper is going on with Hua Yong, something tied to his identity as an omega. It's like his body is betraying the secrets his words are trying to hide. And that's where the intimacy kicks in. Hua Yong doesn't panic, doesn't push him away. Instead, he leans closer, kisses Sheng's chin, and teasingly offers himself as one of the options for what to eat first. This line is so loaded, it's seductive, playful, but also incredibly vulnerable because it blurs the line between teasing and confessing. Sheng's reaction is powerful. He clamps Hua Yong's chin, demanding if Hua Yong thinks it's fun to play these tricks on him. This moment is charged with both frustration and passion. Sheng is angry, but underneath that anger is desire and fear that Hua Yong's games mean he'll never truly open his heart. Yet Hua Yong's reply is simple: I like Mr. Sheng, and I hope Mr. Sheng likes me, too. This is perhaps the most direct confession we've seen from Hua Yong so far, and it completely shifts the energy. For once, there's no evasion, no distraction, just a pure statement of affection. But leave it to Sheng to challenge even that. He asks, if you change your taste, I will like you. This line is not just about food, it's a metaphor for Hua Yong's changing nature, his unpredictability, his tendency to shift personas depending on the situation. Sheng is questioning if love can survive those constant shifts. Hua Yong doesn't answer directly, but his eyes do the talking. The unspoken message is clear: Sheng has always liked him despite the changes, so why doubt it now? By the end of this sequence, we see Sheng overwhelmed, his blood pressure literally soaring, his emotions pushed to the limit. And here lies the beauty of their romance: it's not calm, not easy, but it's addictive. Hua Yong drives Sheng crazy, yet Sheng cannot walk away. Their relationship is a storm, and Sheng finds himself willingly standing in the rain, even when it nearly drowns him. From a storytelling perspective, Episode 14 masterfully captures the essence of Sheng and Hua Yong's love story. It's not about two people fitting neatly into each other's lives. It's about two people colliding, breaking down walls, and challenging each other's limits. Hua Yong is mischievous, secretive, and frustrating, but he is also deeply vulnerable and desperate for love. Sheng is stern, demanding, and unrelenting, but at his core, he is fiercely protective and unwilling to let Hua Yong slip away. Together, they create a romance that is as toxic as it is tender, as dangerous as it is beautiful. So, what makes this episode stand out in the trailer arc? It's the balance between conflict and intimacy. We see Hua Yong trying to hide, Sheng trying to uncover, and both of them caught in a cycle of chase and surrender. The writers use dialogue, physical gestures, and even the symbolism of food and scent to show us the push and pull of their relationship. And while Sheng ends the scene frustrated to the point of physical strain, we as the audience know this isn't the breaking point, it's just another step in their stormy, passionate journey. Episode 14 cements the idea that Sheng and Hua Yong's love is not about comfort. It's about challenge, growth, and the dangerous thrill of never knowing what comes next. Their romance is the kind that keeps you hooked because it feels alive, unpredictable, and painfully real. And if the trailer is any indication, the road ahead for these two is only going to get wilder.